Mic check, 1 2 1 2. That really does work like a charm, that does, the old books. Alright. Interesting names on there. Oh! Need to change the name. I always forget. I wish you could, like, have just templates of what it is you're playing. And Resident Evil... No, not Resident Evil, sorry. Halo 3 is now installed on the MCC. So... Huh, funny. When you type in Resident Evil 4, the next result on the Twitch games list is Dead Aim. What's up, Jones? That was fast. Alright, guys, let's jump in. I feel like my game time on the Master Chief Collection is gonna increase rapidly over the next few weeks. Been good playing that. It was actually, maybe it's because it's been the longest since I've played like Halo 1 and 2. But it was really fun just alternating Halo 1 and 2 multiplayer. Right, okay, we're quite a way through this now, aren't we? So not that long left to go. Here we go. I got to get back to Ashley, and then we're home free. So I tested out recording to the SSD just now, and holy moly, it makes a big difference. So I think I'm going to go ahead and get that that SSD upgrade. There we go. Is he running down? Oh. Oh, you bitch. Okay, my case is a bit all over the shop, isn't it? You know, I can't remember, but I think on easy you can hold 20 rifle rounds in one stack as well. Which is pretty OP. There we go. I was actually a bit nervous whether that was going to finish him in time. God, they just love giving you parasites on the island, don't they? Now is not the time to do that. Really sounds like that hurts when they make that noise. What's that, like 8? 9? How many was that to take out that parasite? We'll just fill in the blanks for now. It was quite a few. So I'm just thinking, if you played, it'd be really interesting to customize your search criteria on the MCC's multiplayer. Because if I could take out like all the, you know, kind of whatever game modes, which to be honest for me are the kind of random ones, like those are fun every now and then, but I would never want to play them like over and over again. It'd be like you could really lose a day on that game. Like if you're just playing multiplayer and like you just get like Halo 1 through 4. I don't think I'd play like a great amount of 4 though, to be honest. Like, what are you doing? I didn't mind Halo 4's multiplayer, but it was definitely the weak link of that game. I was gonna say, what? Is he not dead? No. There we go. I will probably... Yeah, I'll probably make this bit a bit easier via the hand cannon. So I'm going to have a bit of PC maintenance soon. It's oddly satisfying, though. To, like, open up your PC and, like, put in a new component. There we go. Good old Punisher. Any other pistol would have been pretty tricky, though. I'll pick that up, yeah. Don't worry about it. Oh. Is it 5 and 5 here? Honestly, giving up this point of trying to update that Twitch profile. I must have edited that and saved it like 5 times and it just never works. Like your kind of channel description, you know? God damn it. Okay, I don't need that on for the time being. Right, I think we'll abuse some hand cannon here. So I'm up to Test of Valor 4 again on the Master Ninja tutorial run. I really hate that Test of Valor. Even though I would say that's probably, it's not the hardest just to beat. But I think it's by far the cheapest Test of Valor. Like, easily. 7 is probably the hardest. Just because of how much damage the gold Vangelfs do. But in terms of, like, just overall cheapness, I think 4 really takes the cake. He's had, like, come on, like, he had, like, 2 through-and-throughs from the hand cannon. And he's still not dead. I'll be using a fair bit of shotgun ammo here, so... As usual, you know. Right, you guys get stunned. Now, if we throw a grenade in front of them... There we go. You guys can take a fucking bath. And you. Walk off. I think that wrecking ball can actually kill you. It would have been pretty funny, honestly, if like, after I got grabbed, like... that hit me. Shut up. Does she go back to doing that? No. That's number 3, isn't it? Yep. That was close. Oh, I forgot about these ones. And people say Ashley's useless. You can keep doors open with her. Is that empty? Yeah. You get like a boss's worth of money out of these regenerators if you think about it. Between the 2 Iron Maidens and these guys, if you kill them, that's 50 grand. That's not bad. Cool. I will need those for the bulldozer. This might be a file to keep for the millionaire run idea, because I'll definitely have the money at the end of the playthrough. I'm not going to bother sorting that because I'm probably going to go through those in this segment. I will keep a bit of health just in case. I don't need that. I'm not going to bother doing that. That's 1.2 million, so that's a fair amount of treasure. Fair amount of money, rather. Just for my own curiosity, I still want to do a, you got a lot of first aid sprays in the game. I just want to do a run where I collect them all. It'd be fun. How much shotgun ammo do I have? I got loads. Got like almost 70 rounds. I think once you get to this point, though, in the game, especially on any sort of handicap run or like challenge run that isn't particularly difficult, it almost just feels like you're going through the motions at this point in the game. Because like the only things left to do aren't that difficult, really. That is a very loud ice cream van. Like, holy shit. If you guys can't hear that, I'll be very surprised. Never fails to get amusing ways to get that guy ran over. Tell you what, I'd go for an ice cream. I'd totally go and get one if I wasn't streaming. What's up, Mason? Wait a second, that wasn't in the game. That would be kind of amazing if it was. No, that was an ice cream van outside. Oh, dude, look out! No! It just never gets old. Yeah. I'd totally get an ice cream. So I started watching Game of Thrones again. From season 1. And there's a great scene in episode 2. No, No, episode 3. Sorry, episode 3. Yeah. After Bran's awake, he's talking with old Nan, and she describes winter to him. Man, just. And then in the final show, like in the final season, you just never see winter, like ever. Oh man, that show did not end very well, did it? Game of Thrones season 8. Oh, it was bad. It was bad. Now then, you bitches. Die. What are they called now? Oh, I wondered who you meant then. Oh man, it really was a fucking shit show, wasn't it, man? And it is weird to go back to the... I'm watching season 1 now, and I still think season 1 is the best. Like, by far. I actually think, I don't want to sound like a hipster, but I actually think, aside from season 1, Game of Thrones might be a teeny bit overrated. Like, I really feel like season 1 is the fucking... is the money on that show. Like, season 1 is by far the best. But the scene that I'm talking about with old Nan and Bran, the way she describes winter, it's like right from the book, really, if you've read the book. You know, you get this idea that like winter is like that world's like population control almost, you know? Like winter is what stops it from getting too crowded. And in season 8, well, at the end of season 7, actually, you see the snowflake land on Jaime's glove, and he's like, "Oh God, it's snowing in King's Landing. Winter is here." And then in season 8, you know, you just don't fucking see it. Like, I might watch season 8 somehow again, just to refresh my memory. But I swear there's like, aside from Winterfell, like, you don't see any snow in season 8. Like, ever. You never see winter. And it's just... God, man. Like, why? That is, I mean, I'm no doubt people have done videos and that on it, but I genuinely cannot think of any show that, you know, the drop-off in quality is like so severe, you know? Yeah, pretty much. Because this is very minor spoilers for the book, for book 5, but at the end, towards the end of book 5, you follow a certain character who is in the north, but in Westeros, but in the north. And winter isn't here yet. Winter hasn't arrived. Winter is just on the way. It's round the corner. And already things are fucking grim. Already just traversing the land is, you know, not easy. And then in season 8, it's just... Like, there's that scene, there's the scene with Tyrion, with the, well, you know, with all the people, together. And he's, like, wearing a fucking vest, and, like, the Unsullied are still wearing, like, their normal fucking gear. And, you know, you just watch it and be like, what, wait, what happened? Like, where was Winter? Like, what happened to this show, man? It's just... I don't know. I mean, hating on, well, pointing out that last season sucked is, you know, not exactly, you're not exactly breaking new ground there, are you? But just, God, you know, the drop-off was just fucking insane, man, you know. There wasn't... The Last Jedi is, like, older than Season 8, though, isn't it? The Last Jedi was 2016? No, 20... When did The Last Jedi come out? I actually don't know. The Star Wars movies were like every 2 years, weren't they? So, if Rise of Skywalker was last year... oh no, Last Jedi would have been 2017, yeah. Yeah, so Last Jedi was 2017. Game of Thrones Season 8 was last year, I want to say. So there's no way they would have been able to do that. And then didn't they get, like, shit canned from Star Wars anyway? Didn't Disney, like, basically Disney just looked at the fallout of the new trilogy and were like, yo, no! You guys can fuck off, man. We need to, like, course correct. We need to course correct this shit. You know, you guys ain't getting fucking near this. Aren't they still, like, $2 billion in the red? From Star Wars? Disney? That's the figure I keep seeing get thrown around. Like, if you factor in, like, all the all the production budget of all the movies versus what they've made, they're still, like, pretty heavily in the red on that investment. You know? So what can you do? There we go. So yeah, you know, there's, you can't just phone it in, man. Even with Star Wars. Then again, actually, no, I take that back. If they'd have just phoned Star Wars in, they probably would have been okay. It's the fact that, you know, they tried to make Star Wars, you know, like, identity bullshit got involved in Star Wars, and that was that, really. And then there's that TV show that apparently is, like, okay, but I think, like, you know, like, so much damage has been done by the new movies that people just don't give a shit. Like, the TV show's good. They're like, yeah, who cares? Like, the damage has been done. Yeah, I mean, the whole Baby Yoda thing, like, you know, I mean, I don't know, like, is the Mandalorian set, like, you know, hundreds of years ago or something? Because Yoda in Empire Strikes Back is 600 or 900 years old, I think. Because he says it to Luke, doesn't he? He says, you know, like, when so many years old you reach, you know, you won't be so hot. But I can't remember how old he is. But again, I've said it before, I was way ahead of the curve on not really giving a shit about Star Wars. I keep meaning to, like, try and dig up what HMK episode I say that on. But I remember saying, you know, like, give it a few years and people won't really care anymore. I gotta be honest, I didn't think they'd do it this quickly. I thought it might take them a bit longer, but man. Oh, just Baby of Yoda species. Okay, that makes sense. So is it set like after the new movies? The usual, you know, rocket launcher, tart. And isn't that only on their TV show? Their TV channel thing? Disney Plus. Which I'm sure people aren't, like, you know, bootlegging the shit out of. Mandalorian takes place somewhere from episodes 1 to 6. Ah, okay. So the part of the timeline that people don't fucking hate. Funny that, isn't it? You now have people say, like, oh man, the prequels weren't that bad. Like, the prequels took a giant shit on so much of Star Wars, but the sequels took an even bigger shit and, like, rubbed people's faces in it. So then they were like, well, at least the sequels didn't rub our face in it. Oh, I was trying to hold in a sneeze. Alright, there we go. Because it's funny, the idea that the prequels, like, now, you know, quote, aren't that bad. And I think, no. Like, do people not remember the fucking venom over the prequels? Like, it was fucking insane. I think, you know what, in hindsight, do you have the prequels to thank for, like, opening the door for, like, you know, insanely long videos on the internet of people talking about how much they hate something? I don't really remember seeing those before the prequels. And I was never a fan of those videos. Like the Red Letter Media ones that everybody likes for some reason. Did that set a precedent? Oh, that was close. Because I think there's stuff like that out there for Star Wars, like the new ones. I've seen it, like for every single movie. You know, like why The Last Jedi is you know, a really shit movie. Like, you know, people seem to like not really give a shit about The Force Awakens though, and I really didn't think The Force Awakens was any good either. Like if that machine that exists where like it creates movies based on what you feed it. That was just the result of feeding that the original trilogy box set like 300 times. It wasn't really anything to write home about. I don't know why I came this way. It's just a long way. Yeah. But, I mean, that's Disney, you know? Disney want all the money. They don't give a shit about making a good product. They care about money. And I think the sooner people really, like, accept that, you know, you'll get less bent out of shape. I mean, who knows what's next for the Marvel universe, but I do feel like in a weird way, though, I think the MCU is just a weird victim of its own success. You know, they kind of like, you know, they started the show with the showstopper, you know, like Iron Man, Captain America, and Thor. They kind of made those heroes like household names. I think it was I can't remember what episode it was, but I think it was one of Kevin Smith's podcasts that they were talking about, you know, the characters that, you know, that they built the Marvel franchise with, like Iron Man, Captain America, Thor. You know, that's what made them into kind of household names as characters. The big Marvel characters like Spider-Man, X-Men, you know, they didn't have them to use. Now Iron Man is like fucking on Batman's level, and it's because of those movies. It's pretty weird to think of it, like when you think of it like that. I mean, like, how many people knew who Thor was, like outside of, you know, mythology? Probably not many people. And I've no doubt Ragnarok is probably a better movie than Thor 1 and 2, but I do think part of the reason why Ragnarok was like a huge hit was because Marvel was just a fucking juggernaut at the time. You missed. Oh, I couldn't have said it better myself, Jones. Couldn't have said it better myself. This is that's like my main talking point. When people are like, Star Wars isn't that bad, and I say, like, you know, the amount of bad Star Wars, like, so outweighs the amount of good Star Wars, you know. Like if you have to pretend like half of your canon doesn't exist for something to be good, it's not. That means it's not good. I think The Matrix has that problem too. I know there's tons of extended stuff on The Matrix, and I honestly don't know anything about it, but when you look at the Matrix as the three movies, two of those movies are kind of shit. And, like, almost directly invalidate the first movie, which is what everybody liked. You know? It's like you never really get any, like, you know, the line upgrades is why Neo is, like, basically fucking... They normalized him. They normalized Neo in The Matrix Reloaded. And he's just a dude now. This, like, man. That's also true, Jones, yeah. There are a handful, I think, of like, just legit, just good movies. Like, just great movies in the Marvel series. You know? I know it's probably more so now, but I remember when The Winter Soldier came out. That might still be my favorite Marvel movie of like, you know, all their films. I thought The Winter Soldier was great. It was brilliant. That was a really good movie. That didn't feel like a comic book movie, you know. That just felt like a spy thriller that just so happened to have, you know, Captain America in it. And I think Iron Man is really, like, the first Iron Man, I still think is one of the best. Go away. Yeah, the fights are still great. You kind of have the Matrix to thank, I guess, for, like, movie fight scenes getting good. Well, not getting good, but, like, getting to the level that, you know, they got to for a while. And then it seems like they sort of completely flip, doesn't it? And then you have, like, the likes of Resident Evil. You know, like, probably some of the worst fight scenes ever. Oh, thank you. Ah, so you can just run back here. Where was that guy? And Agent Smith is cool. Hugo Weaving is a fucking boss in those movies. That man could choose some scenery. Now then, let's try this strategy. The safe strat. Well, hopefully the safe strat. Two. 3. Is it 14? 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13, 14, no, 15, 17, okay. What's the best fight in the Matrix movies? Like, out of all of them? Which is the best one? My first thought was Neo and Morpheus in the sparring room. That's a really good fight scene. That's so good. Neo versus Smith is good. Is fucking good too, though, man. The fight, I can't remember of all the location, but where he fights all the henchmen in the Frenchman's like palace in Reloaded is fucking good too. It's not a fight scene per se, but the highway chase is fucking phenomenal in Reloaded. Yeah, it probably is. Yeah, it probably is. Like, they just don't film fight scenes like that anymore. They really fucking don't. I think that's maybe the one critique that I feel isn't talked about much in the at least in the more recent Marvel movies, is like the action. I don't know, man. The action just doesn't have weight to it, you know? Could you hurry up and kill this guy? That's an amazing fight scene, that is. Because I want not to rush you, RE4, but I really would like to play some Halo tonight. Come on, Mike. I've got Halo 1 and 2 multiplayer just waiting for me. Oh, you're so fired, Mike. You know. That's one of the reasons why, aside from a couple of parts, the first Iron Man movie is like still one of my favorites. Is that there's not a lot of action in that movie, like as in, you know, sort of people fighting action. It's, you know, it's mainly just the setup of him as Iron Man, you know. And the scene where he storms the town where the 10 rings are, it's not like crazy. It's not anything like over the top. But I feel like it's one of the more like sort of realistic fight scenes of like, you know, the Marvel characters versus like humans, you know. Oh, that was close. Like when he lands, for example, and like the first thing he does is just punches a guy through a fucking wall. You know? It's like, you know, the power he has in that suit is like, yeah, you know, don't fuck about. Alright, we'll go. My movie memory it's pretty decent. That was another thing too about the Marvel movies. I guess it's because they just kind of had to, but I really feel like the only like real pet peeve I have of Infinity War is that it just tries to be too funny. Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. Like I don't think there's like maybe a minute segment in that movie without a quip. And I think it really, like, it ruins some of the best moments of that movie, I think. For example, when Thanos beats down the Hulk, and then you have, like, the real slapsticky thing of Thor coming in and hitting him with the thing, and it's like, you see, it's funny, right? I don't feel like you get to really, the weight of, you know, the Hulk just getting fucking bodied, like, doesn't quite land because of that scene. Alright. Yeah, they are, yeah. They're almost like wink-wink jokes, you know? Oh shit. Shut up. There we go. Like, for example, here's another good, in the opposite sense. In the first Iron Man movie, when he lands on that town and fucks up all those people, like, he lands, punches the guy through the wall, punches another guy, lasers another dude, and then he turns around, and all of the, like, they've got, you know, like, all the women and children and that, like, at gunpoint. So he lowers his hand, and he, like, you see his head, like, dip, and the camera moves around and, like, fades, like, zooms out a little bit, and you can, like, there's a little bit of whirring, then you see on his hood, he's marking all their heads, and then the things come out of his shoulders, just, he just like, no fucking about, man. Just fucking headshots, like, 10 people. And there's no, like, you know, joke after. He doesn't say, like, you know... He doesn't crack some shitty joke, you know? It's like, no. Like, you know, they were about to just shoot a bunch of women and kids, so fuck them. Like, whoa! Hold your horses there. Shit. And then I think it's in Age of Ultron, he uses that again, but he shoots them all in the leg. You know, and it's like, oh shit. I think it's Age of Ultron. It's like, no, in the first Iron Man, he's like, nah, fuck these guys. Fuck them. Fuck them. Iron Man gives no fucks. He offs like, I can't remember how many there is, but there's a lot. He just offs a bunch of dudes. Fuck these guys. And realistically, you know, and also actually thinking about it, in the same scene, when he gets hit out of the air by the tank, which is bullshit, like that would kill him, suit or not, he'd be dead. But what does he do? He doesn't like EMP the tank, he's like, yeah, well you're fucking dead. He just missiles the tank. That tank could have had people in it. Like, Tony Stark full-on murders fools in that first movie. And, like, doesn't give a shit about it. And then, in like, every one, like, past Iron Man 3, like, he can't say more than 3 lines without cracking a joke. You know? Right, okay, he's dead. It's fine. Oh, hang on. Oh, yeah, I ain't killed all these guys yet. Getting a bit ahead of myself. Gotcha. Right, that's all the problematic people out of the way. I feel like Iron Man 2 could have been much better if they kind of leaned into the more, you know, darker aspects of Iron Man 2. Iron Man 2 is a bit of a weird movie to go back to. That was close. You missed. Tony Stark basically is... He takes no fucking prisoners in that first movie. And I feel like it's kind of glossed over. And speaking of taking no prisoners, the Snyder Cut. I cannot deny that I'm very interested to see what that ends up being. Because I really hope they don't... Because I'm assuming what's left to do is, like, you know, VFX heavy stuff. There's a scene in particular that is not in, you know, the theatrical release. So I'm guessing that's why it's going to take a while. So I really hope they don't, like, phone in the effects and have it look super shit. Like, I hope they kind of, you know, go all out. It's weird, isn't it, that that's actually going to come out. Like we're actually going to see that version of that movie. And will it be better? Probably. Just because I think it'll be a more cohesive movie. The Justice League is a bit all over the shop. You know, in a lot of ways. So, I think it will be more coherent. But whether or not it will be, you know, substantially better is, you know, I guess we'll have to wait and see on that one. Both Justice League and Batman v Superman, though, like, Batman v Superman more so, I think, just because it at least is a, you know, say what you will about the movie, but it's, you know, it is his vision of that story. But Justice League is just so, you know, like, it tries to be one thing 1 minute, another thing another. And it just does not work. Oh, okay. Ow. I was hoping I'd get a kicked prompt there. I guess not. Fuck you. Is it next year, I think? I think it's next year. Yeah, I seem to, like, Zack Snyder definitely has that about him. He's a very, very polarizing director, isn't he? People either seem to really love his movies or, like, fucking hate them. I gotta admit, I am kind of in the middle when it comes to him. Some of his stuff I really like. But the most of it I'm pretty whatever on. I think his, I don't mean this in a bad way, but I think his only, like, legitimate, brilliant film is Watchmen. And that's not really his, if that makes sense. You know. Like, he didn't, like, you know, write that from scratch, you know. How is he shooting up here? Because people raved about 300, didn't they? 300 probably did a lot better than anybody thought it would. I've not seen 300 in a while, though. Fun movie. Ooh, you bitch. Watchmen's one of those weird movies, though. Like, I remember when Watchmen came out, and I feel like you have to be careful now, because, like, it's definitely become one of those movies that people say they like just because it's become kind of almost trendy to admit, like, to like Watchmen. Yet for a while, people really hated that movie. Because, you know, it's one that, you know, if you're not paying attention to, you might not really kind of, there's certain things that definitely might go over your head. I remember, man, I think this was, it had been out for a while at that point, but I remember, me and my girlfriend watched that, and, like, she really didn't get it. Like, I think she was expecting a much different movie when we watched that, and, I remember thinking, like, you have no idea why I like this movie, do you? Like, you know. Oh, is he rushing me? Yep. Motherfucker. Like that. Yeah, he does. Yeah. It's kind of why, it's not a great movie, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't like Batman v Superman. That movie, it's not a perfect movie, but I do like it. Like, Batfleck is just, he kind of carries that movie, I think. Like, that version of Batman is just fucking, like, just gives no fucks Batman is kind of awesome in that movie. And I guess it's been kind of praised to death, but the warehouse fight scene, I think is the only fight scene that's ever, like, captured, like, why Batman is fucking dangerous. Like, you know, do not fuck with Batman. Because he will fuck you up, and all of your friends. And aside from the guy at the end, and the guy with the grenades, he doesn't kill anybody in that, does he? Which I suppose doesn't count for much, seeing as he does kill 2 people. Well, 3 people, actually. Can I have my rocket launcher, please, Ada? I ain't getting any younger here, you know. Thank you. Don't land on me. Cool. I mean, I've said it before, and again, I know it's trendy to say it now, but I don't give a fuck. Said it for a long time. I really do not rate the Nolan Batman movies that high. I really don't. Christian Bale is a fucking brilliant Bruce Wayne. Maybe the best Bruce Wayne, but he's not a good Batman. He's not. I really don't think those movies are anywhere near as good as people make them out to be. They're not terrible, but, you know, people, especially when they were kind of, you know, in their peak, you know, people were like, man, like, this is like this generation's Star Wars. I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Like, not quite. What's up, Justin? Yeah, I mean, yeah, Heath Ledger is great in that movie. You know, like, no one's arguing that, but, you know, that doesn't make the movie, like, immune to criticism. That doesn't, you know, like, for example, like, on the subject of Batman, like, the fights, like, you never get the idea that Batman is, like, very dangerous in those movies, you know, whereas Batfleck, fuck you up. I think I remember seeing, what was it? It was the Bane versus Batman fight on YouTube from The Dark Knight Rises. And, like, the top voted comment was, like, if this was Batfleck, it'd be over in 3 seconds. This is pretty funny. I mean, yeah, I don't, but I don't think you can make the case that, like, the Nolan Batman films, like, had the impact that fucking Star Wars had. Like, I'm sorry, but I think that's that is reaching just a little bit in my book. You know? And yeah, like, that portrayal of the Joker is fucking brilliant. But I will see your Heath Ledger, and I'll raise you the Batman voice. You all know what I mean. I will save that one. You know, I'm not gonna try and do an impression of that, but you know what I mean. Like, that voice is like, and also it's so weird because in the first movie, in Batman Begins, his voice is like totally fine. Like, it's just a really gruff, growly voice, you know. Whereas in the Dark Knight and the Dark Knight Rises, it's like, fucking hell, dude. Like, Jesus. Like, fucking hell. Like, tone it down a little bit, you know. Alright, let me update the stream title. So, that said, though, I don't really think Batman's voice in Batman v Superman is that threatening. It sounds like he's trying to do one of those, like, you know, put a tea towel over the phone, you know? Like, do you bleed? And it's like, dude, some people have a voice that low. Like, you know, you're not really doing much. Whereas in the Dark Knight, and especially the Dark Knight Rises, it's like, fucking hell, dude. Like, could they have not, like, auto-corrected this a minute? No, I reserve the right to, like, not do those. My parents are dead. Oh, man. Thing is, that's a good point, Sarah, but, I mean, that was basically ripped right out of the Dark Knight Returns, you know? And I think, for what they went for, that worked. Whereas, like, Nolan Batman is, like, just, you know, is, again, he's not dangerous. You never get the idea that he's dangerous. Like, is there a single really good fight scene in all of those movies? And the Bane one is good, but I gotta say, I don't think it really counts, because you knew it was, like, you know what's gonna happen. It's, like, you know, I can't think of, like, a single fight scene in that trilogy that's actually good. Because you can't fucking see anything. Like, you can't see shit. Okay. I'm actually gonna stick with, Halo 1 and 2. Because, yeah, I played quite a bit of Halo 3, so... I mean, to be fair, Jesden, that's a good point. But I don't know, man. Like, for example, people. I guess people are just a lot more critical now. But I think when you look at, the Joker in The Dark Knight, for an anarchist, he's ridiculously well organized. But in a way, I think that is kind of cool because he outsmarts fucking everyone. But then on the other side of it, he's, there's bits that don't quite gel together, in that movie. Funnily enough, that's one of the first instances I can think of where, when The Dark Knight Rises came out, people were, super divided on it. Ricochet, this wasn't in actual Halo 2, was it? Not that I can remember, anyway. Are you grabbing that? Yeah. That's fine. I didn't want that, Okay, so you actually have to just run it into the thing. Alright. Come on, lads, cover me. Is the ball a one-hit kill? Protect me! Oh, okay, so grenade is drop the ball. Huh, okay. I've not seen anything about that, to be honest, Jones. Has been getting a bit of buzz, though, yeah. Okay, I don't ever need to hear that again. How was that not a 4-shot? Come on, that was fucking perfect. Come on. You think I care that you've got a sniper rifle? Ah, damn it. I had a guy there, didn't I? No? Oh. Wait, was that a blue guy? Oh, yeah, I've seen those theories. Which would make sense. If he was ex-military, that would definitely add up. The old needler. Thought I just heard a DMR. Ah, man, the Needler kind of sucks in Halo 2. It's like a 5-shot combine in 5. What? Dude, how is he not dead? How is he not dead? No one on my team is going for the objective, are they? Like, they're just not. This is the really frustrating thing about objective games in Halo. I feel like, no. Just no. I feel like the people's obsession with, like, stats is what's fucking ruined objective games. Because all people do now in objective games is try and farm kills to, like, pad out their kill stats, and I think, you know, sometimes, like, that's just not, you know, that's not how you win. Like, sometimes you actually have to, you know, kind of take it on the chin. Okay, now they're going for it. They must have heard me. Good job, lads. Good job. No? Okay. Oh, we're down a... They're down a person. No such luck. Yeah, 4-shot, baby. Ah, sorry, dude. Get out of here. What? That was my kill. Okay. I really just do not like that. That clip. It just doesn't sound right. Oh, sorry, dude. It was too slow, though. Oh, how was that our 4-shot? Come on. Yeah, this is a controller. This game feels really weird. This game feels really weird on mouse and keyboard. I think it's because I've played so much Halo on a controller, to play it on anything else just feels weird. How would you think your skills from one game translates to another? I'm curious, maybe being good at Doom Eternal makes shooter combat like this feel easier. Oh, it definitely does. Yeah, it definitely does. I think, I really think there's a lot to be said for just, people throw around the term fundamentals a lot for fighting games. And I think there are definitely fundamentals in shooters as well. There really is. Things like just positioning, your situational awareness, your like not overextending, picking the right times to challenge, picking the right time to like back off. Like all those things really matter in shooters. And more often than not, when people, you know, get frustrated, especially in a first-person shooter, ability is not that big of a factor. It's kind of your approach to a situation. For example, in Halo is a bit of a weird one because the kill times in it are very, very long compared to the average shooter. But if you're 2 shots down in any given situation, oh, midship, you sexy beast. You have to consider, like, you know, is it a good idea to challenge in this situation, even if you're really, really good? Because even if you're really, really good and you feel like you could win a potential 2-shot down challenge, you have to think, okay, well, what situation am I going to be in? Like, even if I win, I'm going to be at death's door, which means I'm going to be a really easy cleanup for somebody else. So backing off and just staying alive might be... so like that, for example, right there, the reason I chose to challenge was because I knew where he was, and if I'd have just carried on walking, he would have killed me anyway. So there would have been no point just letting him kill me and not even, like, maybe putting shots on him. But there, like, I kind of felt that, you know, I was just landing more shots than him, so, you know, I've got no qualms challenging that. Is this midship? This is plasma grenades, isn't it, by default, so. And in Halo, the biggest thing, where I think you can tell where people, like, haven't played or, like, they don't play a lot, is you really need to use your motion sensor. So often, like, if you're, like, consistently sneaking up on people, in Halo, and, like, you know, that they're not using their motion sensor, like, that's a really big, like, deficit to come back from like, a team. Like, it's such an, like, you can do things that, like, you just can't really do otherwise if you know someone's really not using their motion sensor. So, like, that guy there, for example, good decision to back off there. He was 3 shots down. Like, very, very unlikely he would have killed me there. Okay, I really feel like he should be dead. I probably shouldn't have gone in there. Yeah, they do, but what the... What the fuck's going on there? I feel like that can be said for a lot of games, you know. Are you guys not picking up the bomb? Okay, well, they're gonna come for this, like, at some point. See, perfect example. Like, he knew I was covering that with grenades, and yet he decided to push in anyway. Like, you know, you can basically use them as mines. Probably not using his motion sensor there. Like, there was 2 of us right here. If you crouch, you don't show up. Oh, get that fucking noob combo out here, boy. What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? Try and fucking plasma pistol me, get 4-shotted. Oh, that's so good. That is the best feeling ever. When someone tries to, like, noob combo you and you just fucking 4-shot them and you're like, fuck off. Like, nah, son. Yeah, no, what? Yeah, no. You know what? Okay, fine. If we're just gonna play Team Slayer, that's fine by me. That's fine by me. Would you say COD Combat requires the same kind of level-headedness? Yes, it's just that the thing that separates Call of Duty is that it's a much faster-paced game. Like, you know, kill times are, like, a fraction of what they are in this. All the fundamentals still carry over. It's just the sort of, the more, I don't know what the word is, but, like, you know, like, guns have a huge factor in, you know, Call of Duty. Like, what gun you're using, like, can really matter. Whereas I feel like weapon balance in Halo is a little bit better. But it's a different game, you know, for that reason. Weapon balance in Halo 5, for instance, I feel is probably the best it's ever been. Like, just because you have a precision weapon in Halo 5, like, does not mean you'll kill somebody for free. Whereas in any other game, if you have, you know, like the BR equivalent and somebody else has an auto, like, you are probably going to kill that person. How was that not a stick? That literally went right through him. And I think the same happened in Gears as well. And it's funny, when that happens, I think you can tell the people that liked it when it was unbalanced, because when people played Gears 3, for example, they really, like, the fact that Gears 3 was dedicated servers and lag wasn't a big deal. The autos were significantly more powerful in Gears 3. What a stick. That was beautiful. And people hated that. They hated it, and I thought, yeah, like, you actually liked the fact that, you know, the shotgun was kind of busted. Wow, that was a great spawn. Can you be a proficient player in Call of Duty with just shotgun play? Yeah, absolutely. You definitely can. In a weird way, like, if you... Any gun in Call of Duty... was that you, or was that... I can't tell if that was him or the enemy. Any gun in Call of Duty, like, fully maxed out, like, you know, souped up, is, like, extremely, extremely powerful. But it depends on the map. You know, playing, like, all shotguns only on, like, a... You know, on a... I knew there was two of them there. Playing all shotguns only on, like, a long-range map, you're not gonna have a lot of success, you know. You can do if the other team, you know, if the skill gap is that significant. Oh, sorry, bro. But I kind of styled on you there a little bit. I also really like the mind game in a shooter. Like, for example, right there, look. Like, that... I bet he thought, oh, nah, man, 2v1. Like, we've got this, we've got this. I'm like, nah. Like, I've got a good shot, man. Like, I'm not gonna be missing shots. Like, you know. So, if you can kind of put that in people that, like, you know, just because you have numbers, like, doesn't mean you are gonna win. Does help you have bullets, though. You can think, oh, okay, like, you know... And that's the thing about, like, you know, don't get too caught up in, like, if you know someone has, like, a ridiculous shot, and let's say you've gone up against them a few times, and, like, you know, they have come out on top more than you have, there's nothing wrong, like, if you come across them and get in a 1v1 and thinking, nah, I'm gonna back off. Staying alive is more important than just being, you know, no, I'm gonna kill him, you know? Doesn't help we're down a person. I forgot, you get 4 stickies, don't you? You get 4 grenades in Halo 2. How the hell is that guy not dead? So, like, there was like 3 instances there where it was 2v1, but, you know, that's what I like about Halo. It's one of the, like, in Call of Duty, 2v1 in that situation, there's no way you'll win. Unless the other 2 people are just terrible, like, absolutely terrible. Those players weren't terrible, and yet they still got killed. Yeah, so, to be fair, Jesden, they are mine too. The shotguns in Black Ops 4 in particular are super satisfying to use. They're really fun. That was a shame. That was a good match until we lost a player. That was a bit annoying. And so are the pistols. Like, pistols are really fun. But yeah, that was something that happened really... Like, man, people hated when Halo 5 launched. And it was definitely an adjustment for me. When Halo 5 launched, if you were in mid-range and someone had an auto... Like, they were a threat if they could pace their shots and hit you. Normally, like, at mid-range, an assault rifle versus a BR, you're fucked. Like, there's no way you'll kill that battle rifle player unless they're just not very good. Halo 5 definitely, like, closed the gap a little bit with autos. Like, they were really good. Ooh, random, you sexy beast. There's something about pistols, though. I don't know what it is, but there's something about pistols. They're just cool. Alright, what we got? Sword and a sniper rifle. Fuck it, should we do it? Let's go. No, I have a sword. No guts, no glory. Don't shoot me. I'm on your team. Someone's got to be up here. See? Just because you're a shot down, don't mean I'm not going to challenge and be like, fuck you. Nothing's free in this world. You got to earn them kills. Fuck it. Yeah, in the rear. Are you getting into a sword fight with me? Like, do you not know that I play Ninja Gaiden a lot? that was my teammate. I hate that. When, like, a teammate throws a grenade, but you've been damaged, and it gives the other person the kill. Alright, we can noob combo. This doesn't actually drain plasma energy, does it, in Halo 2? Oh, I'm not gonna lie, I do want my sword back. Was this the door? That's just not cool, man. That's just not cool. That's my sword. Yeah. Not bad. Not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. Oh, is that easy? Oh, okay. Have they got both? Have they got both towers? Alright. That's not too bad. Sit down. Oh, that was nice. Woohoo! For me. That's my guy. My gun is much bigger than yours. How's that not a headshot? Come on. Don't snipe me. How dare you? Yeah, I've got more than just a sniper rifle up here. Oh, okay, I got greedy there. Give me something good. Ooh, okay. You know what? Whoa, fuck! Yeah. Whoa. Why would you spawn me in their base? I want some mastery. Why would you spawn me in their base? What are you doing in here? Come on, you're not doing anything. Get out there and fight like a man. Alright. Oi. Alright, probably not the best idea. Need something a little bit better than this. This is the base I died in, wasn't it? Oh, where'd he come from? Oh, wow, thank you. A pistol. I feel so overpowered. I don't think so, Mastery, about the damage values. How much damage does haste rate slash do with 1 essence versus 0? I mean, I don't know how much, but it like the ET is significantly stronger than just a haste rate slash. I don't know if NG really has, like, damage values like that, to be honest. Because I say, sometimes in NG, you know, attacks, like, don't kill consistently. So, like, for example, like, UTs and that, just, you know, sometimes aren't one-hit kills. And yet sometimes they are. It's really strange. Whoa. Oh, yeah. The old sniper rifle that you don't have to reload. Oh, wouldn't it be amazing if I could just squish somebody with that? Did he snipe him, or did I kill him with... Let's just pretend I killed him with the rock. That's way cooler. Ow. No. Me alone. I can't play the game. Man. Halo 5 has weakened my pre-Halo 5 sniping. Oh wow, okay, we've pulled ahead here a lot. Uh-oh. No! Cheater! Cheater! I would really love to know that, Mastery. Like, I would love to know, like, the actual, the nitty-gritties of NG's damage and that. Because sometimes it is very annoying for it to be so inconsistent. Is that an overshield? Yep. Too late, dude. Don't do it when it's charging. You gotta love this fucking spawn of weapons, don't you? No fear! Because I have an overshield. You can, yes. Although the sword is very glitchy in Halo 2. Well, the sword's pretty glitchy in all the Halos, but in Halo 2, man, it's something else. It really is. Oh, okay, so while I think about it, the camera, well, yeah, it's not actually set up yet. But I'm going to be putting some more Whistle Tickle rewards on the Discord for this weekend. So, oh yeah, I'm a sword master, officially. One of my favourite things to do is just jump down on people with the sword and just fucking give them the business. So, man, to think I actually have to, like, stop playing this at some point because I've got work tomorrow. I hate that. I love me some Halo. It really is one of the best feelings. It is fantastic. Wait, what? What we got? This is, oh, okay, this is Foundation. Ooh, and this is Halo 2 Anniversary, isn't it? Because it's the Gold 2. Griff Killer. Is that a red versus blue reference? You know, it's funny. Aside from like aside from a couple of like bad points on Halo 1, performance-wise, this has been very impressive. So, that's good. Alright. What start we got? Do they alter it for sport? Do they alter it for SWAT? Oh no, this is Sanctuary. Oh, so this is like new Sanctuary. Okay. I thought this was the Foundation remake. Yeah, we are, Jesden. Yeah, we're still doing work from home. I really don't see us going back anytime soon, to be honest. Where's your buddy? Where's your buddy? Triple skills. Oh, you bitch. Yeah, I don't see us going back anytime soon. Did I just walk into a bloody teleporter? Great medal. It's annoying that they got rid of the Killjoy medal. Just knowing you ended someone's killing spree is nice. Oh. Wow, that guy's playing as an elite in SWAT. The balls on that man. Oh, that was nice. I shouldn't have done that. I guess my first headshot just wasn't cool enough. I don't know why I had to shoot him a second time. Man, playing as an elite in SWAT, that is balls of steel, that is. You know what? It's muscle memory now. When you aim in Halo 5, you get the thrusters. And I was expecting that. and I didn't get it, and it threw me off. Like, I fucking hate... I really hope they take them out for Halo Infinite. I hate thrusters. You should just be able to aim, like, when you jump. You really should. Because, I don't know, like, it's weird, because it's one of those things that is, like, supposedly to make it, like, easier to aim and jump, but I don't know, like, to me it makes it harder. I guess that's just because I'm used to it not being that way. Oh, I was going to try and get the camo. Blue does blend in a lot more on this map than red. You have a bit of a camo advantage with blue. Well, there's one. Nice. That was close. Jeez, that was a close match. Yeah, it's still not over. And as of the 24th now, you got to wear a mask if you go to a shop. Which is really weird, because supposedly, you know, it was at its worst, you know, months ago. And you didn't have to do that months ago. It's just... I think people are just getting sick of it now. I really do. I really think people are just fed up. And they're just like, oh, like, I don't, you know, fuck it. Which is understandable. It's a pain in the arse. It is a pain in the arse. You can now play as Mila Jovovich in Resident Evil 3 Remake, apparently. Great. I'm sure that makes that game better. No, I prefer static crosshair. Bloom is one of the things that, like, fucked Reach. Like, Bloom, oh man. That was a really weird decision. Because they had to have been aware of, like, the draw competitive Halo had, and, like, they hated Reach. You know? I'd imagine it is a mod, yeah. Although, I don't know, like, they could do that. Like, oh, SWAT again, okay. Ooh, SWAT on lockout. Oh, man, okay, you need to get top control here. He was in the last game, wasn't he, Giant Ninja? I don't think he was very good. Which now, of course, he's on my team. Great. I think that was the guy that went, like, 3 and... significantly more than 3. That might be the elite guy. You don't play as an elite in SWAT. No way. Your head is the size of fucking Jupiter. Like, it's so easy to headshot elites in Halo 2. And Halo 3. Like, playing as an elite is a legit disadvantage. Like, your head is just fucking enormous. Right. It just depends on what spawn you get here, really. Spawn lottery. Prefer right side. Okay, we got it. That's nice. Don't abandon this bit, guys. Come on. You'll flip our spawns. They did. I heard you. I could smell you getting off the elevator. You're there again. Ooh, okay, he's on bottom. Okay, they're a guy down. That sucks for them. Ooh, class a headshot. Come on. Take care of that. You having a laugh? You want to play with pistols, huh? Huh? You want to play with pistols? I can do that. Respect my authority. I love how, like, every one of my teammates is just out on the other side, and they're just enjoying the fact that I'm here, like, keeping the spawn. Like, you guys are welcome. Sorry, dude. You did kind of walk in front of me there, though. God, I almost fucking shot him. Just almost, like, just shot that guy in the face. Right in the gentleman's area. Alright, we'll give these guys the mix. Because they're now gonna just always assume I'm up there. Then again, none of you guys are keeping this tower. Like, come on. We can't be spawning down bottom on this map in bloody SWAT. Are you guys insane? I don't think so. I played this map before. I know what people like to do. I like to try and attack you from the rear. Yeah, you're welcome. I think one Halo might have had a medal for, like, spawning your teammates or something. I can't remember what it is, though. Is it? Yeah, there's still 3 people. Oh, okay, we're starting to get some team killing. You gotta stop. That wasn't very nice. Stop going in the lift. Dummy. That lift is like, hey, I'm here. Kill me. Like, you know? Stop doing it. Oh, wow, he was hard to see. Gotcha. Oh. That was a lucky spawn. No, that's fine. I was going to say, that's got to be a kill, right? Now the penny drops. Nope. Is that guy the one at the bottom? Oh, no, he's not. You're dead. Oh, no, I wouldn't have made that anyway. No worries, Jason. I'll catch you later, man. Sorry, I didn't see that. This is kind of a... When you haven't got a shield, it's hard to keep up. Hey, look. I just used the lift, and you didn't kill me. Come on, guys. Map awareness. I don't need no hood. I loved the campaign for Reach. Yeah, the campaign for Reach was fantastic. I really liked the campaign. Ooh, man. Some rough KDs in that one. I think that's the guy I kept killing, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. I killed him 11 times. He should have stopped going in the lift. Like, don't go in the lift, man. If you go in the lift, I'm gonna shoot you. Like, it's like the man cannon in Halo 3. You know when you hear that roar? I was like, okay, like snipers. You know, you immediately look for him. You know. It's not rocket science. Oh, so you've actually got like an individual level for MCC. I didn't notice that. That's kind of cool. What we got? God, we're getting a lot of SWAT. That's funny. That's literally... they've just... I have just swapped with that guy from the last room who I kept killing. Like, that's my other team look. So, we'll see. Hopefully, my new team are good. You see that tip at the bottom? Earning kills faster than your opponents gets you closer to victory. Well, thank you, Halo. I never would have figured that out myself. That is some top tier... like, that is some next level shit, that is. I'm not sure what Oracle is. Is this just Sanctuary? I wish they'd stop renaming maps. No, this isn't Sanctuary. No, this is... No, this is not Sanctuary. Okay, we definitely didn't come out on top on that one. Oh, damn it. Nice. Don't play with your food. Oh, damn it. That should have been... Okay, that was a good cleanup on that guy. Well played. Did they just spawn... God damn it. Oh. These spawns are weird. That one felt a bit weird. Like, that should not have been a spawn. Like, there is no way you should literally just spawn, like, on someone's flank like that. Nice. There is no way that was not a headshot. This one is very close. Oh, I should have had that. Dude, I shot him. That was garbage. Don't know where I was shooting there. Nice. What's the matter? Do you need a hood? I don't. Oh, they're nice kills, they are. Like, when you've got no hood in SWAT and, like, people just spam me, like, nah, just one bullet. Just, you're dead. That was a very close game. What's up, Laser? They really are, yeah. Thighs for life. Okay. Interesting, interesting name. Oh, let's put Halo 3 in the mix. Let's put Halo 3 in the mix. Let's go. Hang on, I just thought. Let's play 8v8. Yeah, let's play some 8v8, man. If we can get people. Ah, man. Halo is good shit. Wow, okay, so this is what everyone's playing. All those people, I bet they're just hunting for clips. For YouTube. I was never the biggest fan of this map. One of the few Halo 3 maps that I would almost say wasn't good. Man, this brings back memories though. The old full Halo 3 lobby. Okay, so everyone's got rocket launchers. And lasers! Oh, okay. Sexy. That was, a lot of carnage. Oh, wow, okay, that wind-up is a lot longer than 5. Jesus. I was thinking, why isn't that going off? Oh, okay, yeah, we need high ground here. How is that not my kill? Like, seriously. Like, that guy had no shield. And that was right at his feet. Am I, like, lagging out here? Like, that hit him. Oh, why not? What could possibly go wrong? Well, that could happen. Big team on rockets is a weird one. There we go. Yeah, see like the delay in my rocket coming out then. Then again, I suppose it's big team. Like, you get 16 people. Oh god, yeah, you can see the fucking lag there. Jesus. Burnt bagel. The elites have some amazing death noises in this game. That came from the left, and yet there was nobody on my left. If you were to direct a Duke Nukem movie, would you include Duke throwing bundles of cash at strippers again? Yes, otherwise it's not a Duke Nukem movie. That's the problem with shit like that. You know, it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna make this, but we're gonna, you know, like, we're gonna do this, but we're not gonna include, like, you know, the things people are gonna want from it, like, you know? That went right through him. What's up, Baltio? What's up with the stickies, man? My stickies are just going through people. Okay. That literally landed right next to that guy. I gotta be honest, I kind of just prefer regular, like, just regular game types. Say that these kinds of things are fun, but, like, you know, every once in a while. Oh, damn it. Where's the ad Victorian when you need it? Yeah, I do love the elite noises, though. They really are good. Ah, oh, damn it. Yeah, they really are, Jones, but it's annoying how they're, like, so, they really do kind of take the focus, of most playlists, and I really don't like it. And annoyingly enough, I don't want to hate on, I don't just want to hate on what's popular, but, like, for example, Halo 5 right now, I guarantee you could fire that up and get games in Infection, but there's no fucking way you'd get games in, like, just regular Slayer. And it's just very frustrating that those kinds of games are the ones that people play. It's not, I'm at my old place, Ultio. It does look quite a bit different, though, so I guess it would look new. Okay, I'm going to actually see if I can take those kind of game types out. There we are, yeah. I don't want those in it. That's fine. You know what, though? Like it's kind of like Halo. I don't know, but I think I haven't played Halo 1 and 2 in so long. I think that's why I'm just enjoying those right now. So, yeah, thinking about it, Laser, if you did, there's a lot of movies like that. Funny enough, I saw a clip of Casino Royale today. Bear with me, I have a point here. And it was the scene before the poker match. Well, before the poker, you know, the whole big poker show now. And it's the scene where he meets, what's her name, on the train. And just there's a really great back and forth between the two characters, you know. Neither one of them kind of, like, one-ups the other, like, you know, but just really good back and forth dialogue. And you can just tell that if they did that scene now, I mean, they probably are going to do it in the new James Bond, they just make him out to be a fucking idiot. You know, and it's like, well, then that's not really James Bond, is it? James Bond wouldn't be a fucking moron, otherwise he wouldn't be James Bond. You know, and I feel like if they, when was the last Bourne movie? I feel like if they ever did another Bourne movie, they'd probably do exactly the same thing. Like, it probably wouldn't be Matt Damon, but I'm gonna check that actually, because I feel like that was a few years ago now. Like, he kind of just escaped it. What was it called? The Bourne... What was the last one called? Was it just Jason Bourne? Yeah. 2016. Yeah, so... Wow, okay, not a lot of people are playing this then. Let's just go back to 4v4 then. Why not? Yep. Good old 4v4. Is he? Oh, okay. I mean, to be honest, I haven't cared about James Bond in a long time. A long time. Yeah, there's one more coming. What is it? It's got die in the title, hasn't it? Like is it 100 Ways to Die or something? Pierce Brosnan was my favorite Bond. I feel like the Bond you grew up with is probably going to be your favorite Bond, but I do think Pierce Brosnan was a really fucking good James Bond. I really do. I've seen more than just his Bond movies, and I think he is a fucking perfect James Bond. He's a smooth motherfucker. Casino Royale's great, yeah. Casino Royale's just a good movie. Like, Casino Royale is just a great, like, action thriller movie. Like, it's not necessarily a James Bond movie. I feel, though, like, the poker thing kind of dates it, though. Because especially around that... Wow, we just played this. Around the time, like, you know, poker was definitely trendy. And I feel like I think that's the only thing about Casino Royale now, is that the poker angle kind of dates the movie a little bit, you know? It's like the plot of... Like, because the plot of that movie, isn't it? What's his name? Hannibal loses all the money, so he stages this high-stakes poker game that, like, the MI6 are like, yeah, we should, like, you know... send one of our guys in to play poker, like, not kill him, no, play poker and steal his money. Like, just, you know, I think you can tell, like, yeah, poker was definitely cool when this movie, you know, when this movie was in the run-up. They're like, what do the kids like? Poker. Let's make it poker. Oh, someone else is watching the lift this time. It's not just me. That's not my teammate. No, there it is. But I do like Casino Royale. That is a good movie. Oh, you got someone flanking you, dude. So have I. Yeah, thanks, buddy. I'm fine, by the way. That was the lift. How is that not a headshot? Sean Connery's a great James Bond, though, yeah. No doubt. Sean Connery is a fantastic James Bond. Oh, I was slow on the draw there. Oh, come on. Trying to style there, dude, with the pistol. Okay, they've got top control. We need to break that. Oh, he knew. Nice, nice. They've got to be spawning on this side. No? Questionable strat. This is a bit of a cheeky spot, actually, now that I think about it. Is that my teammate? Yeah. Oh my god, I actually didn't realize, like... I actually didn't realize, like, how big the gap was here. Oh, shit! Well, that sucks. Christmas jokes. Spartan program funded by the Russians. Oh, shit. Okay, yeah, don't read chat on SWAT. It's not a good idea. Okay, well that totally ruined, like, my little shortcut. Wait, have we not got anybody up top? Damn it. I thought, Footsteps seem, I don't know if it's just me, but footsteps seem a lot louder in this version. Oh, there's one there as well. I fucking know it. Not really lazy. I think it's, I don't know, it's kind of, I guess there's a lot of it that doesn't really work in, like, a modern sense, you know? Like, you know, before the days of, like, Twitter and that, I guess you could kind of buy, like, a James Bond type thing going off. Nowadays, like, you know, if everything was, like, something being, like, that high profile, like, you know, someone would see something would end up on Twitter or something. I don't think I don't know, it's a bit weird how, I feel like certain kind of tropes and that and, like, genres don't really work anymore because of, you know, like, modern society and, like, technology. I mean, I don't know if there's any reason to it, but if you look at horror movies as an example, you don't get slasher movies anymore. And I think really, if you was to set a slasher movie in, you know, like a modern environment, it just wouldn't work, you know? Like, you could start live streaming from your phone, like, instantly. And that's that, you know? What film was I watching? I was watching a relatively old movie. Oh, Enemy of the State, that was it, yeah. I was watching Enemy of the State recently. You could not do that kind of movie set in modern day. You just couldn't. Because, I won't get into spoilers, because if you guys haven't seen that movie, you should. Even though it's like 20 years old, but it's a great movie. And the setup of that movie, in the scene that kind of sets the stage of that setup, nowadays, that guy would just jump right on Twitch, and that would be it. No movie. You couldn't do it. And I feel like there's a lot of movies like that you just can't do them anymore because of technology now. Like, look at Prison Break. It's a good example. You couldn't do a show like that now. You just couldn't. Their escape, you know, at the end of season 1 when they escape, it'd be fucking everywhere, man. Everybody would be fucking out looking for them. Everybody would be. You just couldn't do it. Homeland, I've not seen that. Do you know a game which was critiqued enough that it actually got good? No Man's Sky, apparently, right? But I like Behind Enemy Lines. That was good. I like that movie. Owen Wilson, man, he always feels like he kind of just didn't get the best roles. But no, there's a lot of stuff like that. Like, you sort of your more like adult themed dramas you just don't really get anymore because making movies has just become very expensive. You know, like every movie's a fucking 12 these days. I feel like I rant about that every other week. And I'm not saying like every movie has to have like, you know, tons of boobs in it. You can just get a more adult themed movie that just doesn't really appeal to kids, you know. Lord of War is a good example of that, actually. I watched that recently again. That's not an adult movie in the sense that it's super violent or, you know, there's tons of naked women in it. The themes in the film just aren't ones that like a 12-year-old is going to really understand, you know? And you just don't get movies like that much anymore. You know? Naked Women equals good movie. Generally speaking. Well, not necessarily. Oh, have any of you guys watched, what's it called? That 365 Days? The last day in the flat, my roommate, one of her friends came around, and she was like, oh, we should watch this. Me and my roommate had never heard of it. We're like, okay, like, you know, what's this movie about? And basically just said, like, it's basically porn. And it fucking is, man. If any of you have seen that movie, like, Jesus, man, it is fucking desperate. It's a fucking terrible movie. But it's just funny how, like, everywhere that, like, wasn't the UK and the US, that movie was huge. Like, it was a big hit. Over here, it's like, nah, we don't like that. The countries that consume, like, more porn than the rest of the world put together, like, we don't like that. It's so funny. You know? Yeah, that's a good point. I remember, you guys... Okay, is this, like, crashed? What's going on? Watch porn at 60 FPS. I don't know why that's funny. Just imagine, like, tech snobbery. No longer cinematic. Tech snobbery for porn. My porn has to be 4K 60 FPS, bro. But yeah, it's funny the facade that, you know, we have on that. You know, again, Game of Thrones. You know, there's tons of nudity in that, and it's all but what keeps it on. You know, X-rated, and yet people watch it. Okay, what's going on here? Is this just crashed? Because I can't, like, press anything. Nothing is happening. Like, mouse, keyboard, nothing. That's weird. Ooh, that's a good point. Gabe just messaged about Control. I really want to play that. The Remedy guys, isn't it? Alright, I guess I'm gonna have to Alt-tab out of this then. It's not even closing. Stop. Stop! Your game is not ready yet. I was once I was caught by my relative at an X-rated store. Ooh, what relative? I guess it depends on the relative. Although, I don't know, I think any relative, that's probably a bit embarrassing, isn't it? Then again, it shouldn't be. What just happened? 700 achievements. Oh, okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look at what's locked. I know loads of campaign achievements are locked, and like I've beat every campaign on Legendary, so I don't know how any of those aren't unlocked. It's really annoying. Yeah, I've got the Halo 2 ones, but I haven't got them for Legendary. Which is really annoying. Yeah, like, I've definitely done that. Yeah, I should have all of those. Ooh, okay, that's a big boy achievement. Let's, alright, let's try again. Maybe that was just a one-off. But yeah, it shouldn't. People, you know, let's be real. What was one of the main reasons people loved Game of Thrones? Boobs. Boobs. People love boobs. Go figure. I don't get why that's still, you know, shocking to some people. It's weird. Oops. Customs? Nah, we'll just play social. I can't remember what game it messed up on. That's a bit weird. But yeah, that movie's really funny, man, because it's so fucking bad. Like, it just, there's like no story to it at all, and it looks like they've tried to make it look, you know, like super slick, and you know, they've tried to make it look like they've spent way more money on it than they actually have, and it just, it in a weird way, like, it looks even worse because of that. There's a scene where this woman like pulls a gun on somebody, and like it's just so obviously a rubber gun, like it doesn't even look remotely real. Like a BB gun spray painted black would probably look more convincing. That's just funny. But it was like, the movie was fucking huge, like everywhere other than the UK and the US. I'm a little bit surprised that it wasn't big in the UK though, because generally speaking, like, you know, we love boobs here. I can confirm, you know. Do you consider Kill Bill a genre-defining movie? I don't know. I can't say I've ever really given it that much thought. It's a good movie, but I don't know. I'm thinking of that. Like, what is, like? It's a revenge movie, isn't it? Really, like, it is an action movie, but it's a revenge movie. I wouldn't say so. And I don't know if it's just me, but I don't think of like Kill Bill as like a Quentin Tarantino movie, and that's weird because it is obviously his movie, but I don't. The draw in that movie is kind of the action, you know. Whereas I think more often than not, the draw of his movies is his dialogue and his character interactions. There's a few really good scenes in Kill Bill between characters, but oh, is it? Okay, this isn't a good sign. Master Chief Collection. Why have you forsaken me? Not responding. Oh man. Huh. I would. Oh, fuck off. I would if it was a click of a button. I mean the aesthetics and action. Nah, I wouldn't. I don't think there's... I can't think of many movies off the top of my head that, like, kind of riff on Kill Bill in terms of action. Especially not to the scale of Kill Bill, at least. So, nah, I wouldn't say so. What's on the homepage? Let's have a quick look at Steam. I'm going to be wrapping up soon, but that was a bit weird. I would have liked to have carried on playing for a bit longer. For a minute there, I thought that was just Resident Evil 2 was free, and I thought, whoa, okay, like, I'm having that. That game sucks. Mixed. That should be, like, bad. It's a terrible game. Oh, here. I've got that on Xbox for free. You know, it's funny. I have that on Xbox, but I genuinely do not want to connect my Xbox to the internet because of how fast the load times are right now on NG2. I love the load times. They're so good. There's a Creed game. LA Noire. I liked LA Noire. It was a good game. No, I won't, Laser. I still need to finish it on bloody PS4. I definitely won't be buying that again. Papers, Please. I remember that. I think I still have that, actually. Ooh. I'm definitely getting that at some point. Titanfall 2. Such a good game. Oh yeah, I forgot. Cuphead came to PC, didn't it? Man, I still feel like the one thing with Steam is that there's just so much on here, you know? It's really hard to just... You know... It's really hard to, like, navigate it sometimes. I did not know that was on PC. I think that's on Xbox Live. I think I've got that, yeah. I honestly don't know, Mastery. But the difference in load times are, like, just... They are night and day, man. It's, Since you wish for Doom Eternal, Metro Exodus, I think you might want to check your recommendations there. Don't get me wrong, like, Metro is fucking brilliant, and I love Metro. But I don't really feel like that's a one-on-one recommendation, is it? Oh, you like Doom? Oh, you love Metro. Not really. Not really the same kind of game, are they? You know? That's annoying. I wanted to play a bit more Halo before tonight, but whatever. I don't know if I'd agree with that, Laser. I think Titanfall 2 just came out at the wrong time. If Titanfall 2 came out at a time when... I mean, Titanfall 2 went up against Battlefield and Call of Duty. And, you know, that's... Like, come on. Yeah, I agree with that, though, yeah. Like, narrative and experience. Then again, you say that, though, and I know what you mean. But Titanfall 2's campaign is really good. Like, Titanfall 2's story is fucking awesome. Shoutouts to BT, man. BT. Right in the feels. If you've played the game, you know. Right in the heartstrings. BT, man. But that's why I think the next gen is going to be interesting. I hate to use that word so blanketly, but there's an interesting video actually recently from Jay's 2 Cents, one of the like bigger tech channels on PC. We'll wrap up with this because I thought this was quite interesting, and who knows, like what this is going to mean for the systems, and you have to take it with a pinch of salt because the specs aren't quite, 100% yet. I would agree with that, Laser. Titanfall 2 is criminally underappreciated. That game is absolutely fantastic. If I can make a bold prediction, I dare say that in Doom 2016, they gave you double jump and very fast movement. In Doom Eternal, they gave you dash. If they don't give you some kind of maneuver option off of walls in Doom 3, whatever they call the next one, I'll be very, very surprised. Because I feel like it's the final layer to their mobility. Is, even if you can just jump off of a wall. Like, if you can double jump, but, for example, in Titanfall 2, you could double jump, but if you ran along a wall, you could then jump again. I don't think you could really do wall running in Doom because, well, I don't know, maybe you could actually. Who am I? I don't make games. But I don't know. I feel like they'd have to make the enemies. They'd have to really change the enemies to get that to work. Because if you could just like circle strafe on walls, like wall run, dash, but like you'd be untouchable. But if you could just jump off of a wall and that refilled like a jump or a dash, I think that'd work. You can thought because it was... I don't think that helped, no. Titanfall... And also, Titanfall 1 was multiplayer only, if I remember rightly, and an Xbox One exclusive, and the Xbox One just didn't have... Dare. If Titanfall came out on PS4, maybe we'd be singing a different tune. People just fucking hated the Xbox One at the time. So when Titanfall 2 came around, quite a few people were like, well, Xbox, who fucking cares? It kind of had some tainted water, Yeah, I think if Titanfall 2, or just the first one, but like if it had come out on that, it would have done better. But it just came out at an awful time. I think it came out in between Battlefield and Call of Duty, and I mean, that's a pretty questionable release date. For that game, but I mean, of those games, I think it's by far the best. Titanfall 2 plays fucking phenomenally. The only shooter of this generation I think is on its level is Doom. Titanfall 2 plays just incredibly well. But yeah, the thing about the new systems, The video was running down the tech that's probably going to be in those, because the exact specs of the PS4 aren't quite known, and it's a closed platform. All the console, stipulations, you have to take them into account. But I was looking at, because I think my GPU is coming up to 6 years old, which honestly kind of crept up on me. I've got a 1070 in my PC at the moment, and I'm looking at, okay, so I mean, you can get 20 series cards now for like significantly less than what I paid for my 1070. Quite a bit less, actually. So if I decided to upgrade, like, it wouldn't be, it wouldn't be that expensive. But as long as I'm sticking at, for now, 60 frames a second and 1080p, I don't need to upgrade, I just don't. I do want to get a 1440p monitor pretty soon, which is a, like, 144 hertz, 1440p monitor. But even then, like, 1440p, like, I'll still be alright. It's not like that's going to be, like, total garbage. Was it 2016? Okay, I can't remember, to be honest. But I know it's getting on a bit now, in terms of PC hardware. But the new consoles could, like, edge out a little bit, apparently. Go watch the video. It is really well done, and he makes a good point. But supposedly the equivalent GPU of what is going to be in those consoles is a 2080 Ti, which is, as far as I'm aware, like, one of the most powerful, like, consumer level cards. So when the consoles come out, you're not really going to be able to do like a pound for pound build on a PC, assuming, of course, that they're around 500. I don't really see the consoles being any higher than that. I don't even think they'll be 500. I think £500 is way too much for a console, especially in the current climate. But the point that you couldn't build like a console killer is pretty interesting when you think about it, because people love to make that argument. I can build a PC that bodies both consoles for less money, and you think, well, A, there's always a bit of a caveat there, and B, maybe this time you just straight up can't. You won't be able to do that for a couple of years. So who knows? Because right now, like, my PC, the weakest link now in my computer is my GPU, but upgrading that isn't going to be that expensive if it gets to the point where I have to upgrade it. I'll probably be getting a PS5 soon-ish after it comes out. I don't really know. It depends on the launch lineup. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with PCs. The storage. The storage is still kind of my biggest question mark. I think the Xbox X, I can't remember if it comes with it. I'd look it up, but I honestly just can't be arsed. I think it comes with a 1TB NVMe and a 2.5-inch SSD. I'm not 100% if it comes with the 2.5-inch SSD. But if it doesn't, I mean, that packs on quite a bit of money right off the bat. I mean, a 2TB SSD... they're not dirt cheap yet. Like, you can't just kind of throw one of them in and be like, yeah, I mean, I'm looking up here. There's a Crucial one here for just over 200. So, I mean, you think about it. Even if those new consoles cost 350, which is a bit, I'd say that's optimistic to say the least. If you have to put like another 200 quid on an SSD to make it to where like you can't just install 2 games, then you're out of space. That's essentially a 500 and 500 plus console. So, 1 terabyte, you're looking at about 100. Yeah, you're looking at about 100. So if they don't come with at least like a 500 gig SSD, we're at the point now where, I mean, Jesus, man. Like, Last of Us 2 was, like, well over 100 gigs. I reinstalled Modern Warfare and Black Ops 4 on my PS4, and both of those games combined, I think, was almost 300 gigs. So if like the Xbox One, you know, you've got a 1 terabyte launch drive, but only fucking 600 gigs of it is usable, and you can only get 4 or 5 games on that thing, that's a problem for me. It really is. PCs, that's not an issue. Like, I have a pretty big tower still. I've still got one of the Fractal towers. So putting more hard drive space in a PC is not a problem. You know? What if Series X plays NGB at 120 FPS? That might make Ice Storm Nimpo finally useful. But who knows? But that's the other thing too about the consoles, the backwards compatibility. I'm in the middle of still purging stuff. Like, I'm still getting rid of shit. And one of the things I was looking at earlier, I still have a load of old console boxes in my loft. And I was even looking at them thinking I might get rid of those. Because I used to keep them. I don't know why, but I always like to keep the box, and I thought, why? Like, you're not going to use it for anything. The one box I will keep is my Halo 4 360, because that's just nice. I want to keep that, you know, intact. Like, that's a full thing. But I have, like, a regular PS4 and a regular Xbox One, and I think, yeah, like, why are you keeping the boxes? Fucking get rid of them. Just, like, fucking sell them. Yeah, good idea. I might sell them on eBay. Do you want to buy a box? Because some crazy people will. But there's a lot to be said for clearing out stuff. I really wish I'd have taken, like, some footage of this place before I moved. And before I cleaned out stuff. Because the amount of shit that used to be in here is fucking crazy. I have my TV set up now. Like, I cleared that much room. Like, I have my TV in here. The squat rack is right here. I don't know if you can hear that. That's me hitting the metal. You know, like, so much crap used to be in here, and I'm still not done. And I think, you know, I definitely had a hoarding problem at some point. And I feel just so much better not having all the shit I used to have. That unit you can see there that I'm pointing to. Maybe my arm will show up properly. There you go, that one. There. That has pretty much all the clothes I own on it. I used to have fucking boxes and boxes and boxes of clothes I just never wore. And I remember thinking, like, when I moved back, like, why the fuck are you keeping all this shit? Like, give it away. You don't use it. Useful packing boxes. Yeah, that's true. But so's a rucksack and bubble wrap. And yeah, do you have any collector's edition games? I've got quite a few. Yeah, my games are the one thing I will keep. I'm not gonna leave behind physical games anytime soon. I still like having a physical copy. I mean, this is how much of an idiot I am. Everyone's got their weaknesses. I own Horizon on PS4, and I'm gonna buy it on PC, and my PS4 version is digital, and yet I still have this because I just wanted it. I wanted a copy of it on my shelf. This isn't really collector's edition, but, like, this is just one of the sexiest cases ever. This is the Vanquish and Bayonetta, like, steelbook, and, like, just I have both of these on PC. Like, the PC version is better. But, like, that's just nice to have. And I like that stuff. I mean, this is the only way I could get Doom Eternal because of the pandemic. But when you pre-order Doom, you got the steelbook of Doom Eternal, which is nice. But the big stuff, you know, like, as I said, you know, the console boxes, you know, I'm thinking, what the like, why do you have this? If it was a limited edition console, it would make more sense. As I said, I'm gonna keep my Halo 4 edition one, but the rest I just don't need. I just don't need them, man. I really don't. You know, if they bought out, like, a steelbook edition of NGB on the Xbox X and it was a launch title, I hate to admit it, but that probably would get me to buy it Even if I just bought that and then eBayed the console, like, I would probably do that. I really would, because I think everyone has their vice, you know. I think everyone has their you know, their thing where like they have you. They kind of have you by the, you know, the short and curlies. And NG is that for me, I won't lie. If they bought out some like NG, like, you know, collector's edition, it's crazy, because I think of I'd pay full price for that, and you know I shouldn't, but I would if they bought out like a sick, you know, like steel book case of like NGB, like if you know, if it was like NG04, NGB, NG2, Sigma, like all of them just on one package with everything. Like, then again, I'd argue that would be worth full price, but I'd get it day one, you know. Has one of your deliberately made you jealous with superior hardware? Sorry, ladies, I don't know what you mean there. And a real life level 3 right? Real life flails, I think, would be very, very dangerous. You'd injure yourself with real live flails. Only Ryu can use flails and not like chop his own arm off. Not really, Laser, because I guess at least in the circles that I was in, you know, until probably uni, I was usually the person that had the best hardware, and like I was always the person that had every console. Nobody else did. I remember when I first started college, you know, funnily enough, and I started college the year the 360 came out. The year the 360 came out, that like literally that September, like that end of the year was when I started college. And I had, like, during that first year was when I got my 360 and PS3. And, you know, everybody was bitching about it, you know, like, oh, I've got a 360, I've got a PS3, which is better. And I remember when they asked me, because, you know, like, obviously I play games, and I said, I've got both, so I don't really give a fuck, you know. And they're like, what do you mean you've got both? And I thought, yeah, I've got both. Like, you can argue what's better, Halo 3 or Killzone 2. It's Halo 3. But I can play both. And I can enjoy both. I don't have to make that distinction. And same with PCs. When I had my first PC... my first PC was a pre-built, though. Well, not pre-built, but like the shop built it for me. But then when I got my next PC, like that was a pretty beefy machine. I never went all out on the graphics card, just because it, like, price to performance, like, I don't think it's ever worth it, really, unless money's just no object to you. So, and as well, especially nowadays, like, if you're playing at 1080, I mean, if you can go on YouTube now and look at, like, 1080p gaming rigs, and I mean, they are not expensive. You know, you can put together a very, very good PC if all you want is 1080p 60. You don't have to spend $1,000 to get a PC that can do that. Like, not even close. But no, so I've never really known anybody that's had, like, you know, way, way better, like, gaming shit than me. Because, you know, this is what I love. You know, this is my thing. Here's a good project. Find a nice piece of wood and carve out unlabeled flawlessness. That is a great project. I have something along those lines that I am going to study a particular YouTube channel for to get some ideas, which could be cool. It would be a great stream prop. Watch this space. I will post an update on that pretty soon, hopefully. But that would be really cool, actually. Yeah. And you could put, like, you could definitely put the runes in it so they lit up as well. Like, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, that's all stuff I'd do if I had way more time. That's the kind of projects where, like, just work gets in the way. For example, this project I want to do, if I wasn't at work, you know, it wouldn't really take that long. Like, it'd take me a few days, maybe. Would you need a big piece of wood? No, not for what I need. For what I need, I actually already have what I need. I don't know how. It's one of those things I bought, and I never really, you know, I thought, why have you got this? And I was going to throw it away. But I thought, ooh, hang on. this could, like, you could do something with this. So we'll see. Anyway, guys, I have rambled for a bit at the end of this stream, so I will wrap up here and catch you guys tomorrow. I might post a different schedule being back home. Now that I'm back home and I have my equipment again, I really want to get like properly back into my training routine and probably do a few more videos on that over the coming weeks. I think I mentioned it was one of my first videos when I moved, was because of not having that stuff like just readily available. I definitely focused more on this. I focused more on like Twitch and that. Now that I'm back home, you know, I really want to get back on track with that. So I might post another schedule, I might not. But I'm thinking the stream times might go down a bit, especially over the next few weeks. I might just do like 2 hours instead of, because I was pushing like 3-4 hour streams pretty consistently for a while there. And I think 1 month, God, I remember looking at my stats, and I think in 1 month, I think I streamed like over 100 hours, and I thought, fucking hell, like. And then I thought about that month and thought, yeah, you did like fuck all else in that month. So, you know, got to kind of rein in my own addictive personality there. But what day is it today? It's Wednesday. Yeah, it's Wednesday. I'll be live tomorrow, guys. I'll catch you then. RE4's wrapped. I'll probably try and finish off Dead Space 2. And then I think that's the last sort of splintered run I have, and then I'll pick something from the backlog and I'll play through that, because that list is just still very, very long. So I might play Bully, actually. I've got Bully to finish, so I think I'll play Bully. That's a good one. Yeah, we'll play Bully next on the backlog. So I'll catch you guys then. Take care. Peace.